Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. For today's page, I'm going to be using this Room 5 graphics stencil, and I'm going to be putting down some peppercorn and thistle gelatos on my non-stick craft mat, just scribbling it down and then picking it up with a makeup brush. It's a foundation contour brush. This is my favorite technique. You've seen me do this a few times in the last few months on this channel. I love it because it creates such soft texture and a beautiful blend, and I don't get smudging all over the place, so I really like that. I am going to lay it throughout the stencil. I love the stencil because of the word create, and create will be a part of the coffee chronicle today, as I am having coffee at my local craft store. This is the one closest to my house, and it's also the one where I do Bible journaling. I absolutely love this store, and it is very, very special to me. So I'm just creating a line from the top to the bottom throughout. At first the stencil looked a bit square to me, so I just added a few crosses in various places just to even that out. I'm just dabbing at places where the gelato did build up a bit so that it doesn't smear when I put my fingers over it later. Then you may have seen in my previous video on my one little word, for Bible journaling, it was abide. I used these little strips of torn washi as part of my background. I am enjoying the mixed media background, and so just adding those strips vertically to follow the line through from the top to the bottom and make this a cohesive page so that it just looks and follows the eye, or the eye follows the image with ease. So no specific rhyme or reason, just doing that, and then picking up the leftover gelatos with a small fine brush for the fine splatters on this page. It just adds a bit of extra. Taking my Creative Retreat pigment ink, this is Gargoyle, it's a light gray, and then just using a scribbled texture stamp to add a little bit of extra dimension to the back of this page. Like I said, it's going to be a bit of a mixed media page with the gelatos and the stamping and the washi, and then I'm going to be using some acrylic paint with a paint card, and I'll show you how I make some additional lines there. In fitting my photo, I obviously see that it doesn't go far enough to the right, so I'm just adding a bit more to the right there to make sure that the background kind of sticks out on both sides of my photo. I do want to put my photo so that I can see the word create, because like I said, this is one of my favorite stores to create in. Really like to be there. It has a slogan that says, all who enter leave us friends, and it really is. I feel like I've known this shop for years, and I've often taken my kids there for classes, and they just enjoy it as much as I do. They just recently got this coffee machine from Heavenly Coffees, and using Heavenly Coffee beans, and so it's super special. You know how much I love my Heavenly Coffees. It's funny, I went to the Coffee and Chocolate Expo a few years back, only to find out after tasting all the coffees that I still like my Heavenly Coffees best. So that definitely is my favorite blend of coffee, or roast of coffee, should I rather say. And they have one called Angel's Brew that I just absolutely love. You see me having some strips of paper here. When I make these journals, I cut the edges after I've stapled and folded it so that it's straight and all the pages are evenly cut off. So those little offcuts I'm going to be using as an extra texture element behind this photo, just to pop it up a little, plus add some more texture to this mixed media background. Quite like how that turned out. I am just using a Crazy Crafts tape runner to stick down my photos. I find that they work very nicely. I don't know about the durability and how long the stickiness will last, but I'm hoping that it will do the job. I really like the way it sticks when it's still fresh. So let's see in a couple of years. Remind me to come back, see. So just sticking those in random places, no rhyme or reason, just wanting the extra texture element on there. You'll see my Christmas nails. It's a burgundy nail polish, and I put stickles on. Yes, so if you don't know what to do with your art supplies, use them on your nails. I put stickles on my nails for Christmas Day, and quite liked that. Anywho, now that I've stuck down my photo, I am gonna just add a bit of Nuvo crystal drops. I saw these from Heba. She's my little journal on YouTube, and she loves using those to just make little random drops. They do take a while to dry, so heads up on that. And then I'm using my Felicity Jane ephemera to add just a few elements that I'm going to tuck underneath and over on top of the photo. I was actually just looking for a label, but saw these gorgeous elements, and they will go perfectly with the page because of the black and white. So quite excited about that, and I'm sticking them down with that exact same Crazy Craft tape runner, and very happy with that outcome. So next I will be doing my title, or sorry, my date on this page. But before I do that, let me grab some of these gorgeous Prima stickers. These are just little sentiment stickers. Some of them have imagery on them, and I quite like the colors, bringing in a little bit of gold to bring out the color of the coffee. So you'll see that there's like a little light on top of that coffee as it comes out the machine, and it just lights up that crema on top of that coffee to a golden color. So one of these stickers say extraordinary, one of them say feels like sunshine. I like that saying, it really does feel like sunshine. And then I'm bringing in this little golden wood grain kind of sticker, again to bring out that color of the coffee, and I'm liking the way that that flows. And so then I'm going to be using the Tile Alphas. I believe this is Creative Devotion Tile Alphas, and I'm going to be spelling out the date. It's 2 December 2019, just using the abbreviation for 19 as it wasn't going to fit all of that into the label over there. I am then going to use the Tim Holtz stickers that is off to my left there to spell out the shop's name, and the shop's name is Celindy's, and it is, like I said, a local store that I love to go to for my arts and crafts needs. Actually bought these stickers there as well, these Tim Holtz stickers. So yeah, I just realized that. And the Room 5 graphics stencil I bought there. That's just awesome. Okay, great. So don't know why I started this word or the name of the shop as my title from the bottom. It didn't make any sense. I think I wanted to not cover the word create, but then ended up running out of space and trying all kinds of different ways to get the word going down. And when it was stuck, it tore up some of the or the alpha letters kind of broke apart. So I'm not going to try that again. But I want to show you that at this stage I would normally abandon page. But push yourself to make a creative plan. And so the plan that I'm going to be making is to be taking one of or just a piece of offcut paper, do that same acrylic card technique on there, add some of the washi to it, and then punching out a tab for this page, and then sticking that on top so that the C can fit on there. Don't abandon page, just stick it through. You'll make a plan and you'll see it'll work out just perfectly in the end. And this creates an element to these books that I haven't explored in the Coffee Chronicles before. So a little tab punch there for the C. And then I'm going to be using those Creative Devotion tile alphas to just spell out Heavenly Coffees, and then a Creative Retreat sticker, alpha sticker with the symbol at. I like these Creative Devotion stickers, tile alphas, because they're slightly transparent, and so it picks up all of the beautiful colors of whatever you're using underneath. Obviously, if you're going to stick them on a dark color, you won't be able to read as well with these. You can combat that kind of with sticking it onto white cardstock and then just cutting it out so that that white pops a bit more. Just a tip. Looking for that @ sign on my Creative Retreat, finding it and sticking it down, and then I am going to journal just a quick spot going in a vertical way on the left side of the right side of this page. Just a quick little thought on what this page was about. My first cup of coffee from this coffee machine at Celindy's, my local craft shop where I attend most of their classes, and just loving it. Adding some more crystal drops just because I wanted more of the gold in there. And these are the golden crystal drops. So I've got the black and the gold in there, just in random places, 3 of them. And then I wanted some gold splatters. So taking my Winsor Newton ink and splattering it all over the show, and it just adds beautiful gold color in the background that you have to see in person, because the camera just doesn't pick up the vibrancy of that gold. And there's the finished page. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.